Hello and welcome to Scarecraft. So, I was spending some time thinking of some future projects and decided I was going to have to make some realistic fake skin for some of them. Now, I've made some latex leathery skin before. I used a similar method to make the lower half of a mask I made a few years back, and also for the wings on this skeleton pterodactyl. But for this project, I would need a few more textures and types of skin. I needed to create some trial strips to see how it could look. So what you will need for this is some modeling clay and any type of liquid latex, plus some simple tools for texturing and modeling. I opened my clay packet and took a small amount out and flattened it to about 1 centimeter thick. I'm making a small mold here just as a sample. You could make a much bigger one if needed. Just keep the clay about 1 centimeter thick for it so the mold doesn't crack easily once dried. Once flattened, I then needed to texture the clay to look like skin. I had a hunt around the house and found this elephant statue, and while my other half wasn't looking, I invited it to take part in this test, creating a nice texture on the clay. And started on a second mould. Same process, only on this one, I used a wooden craft tool. Now you could use a pencil just as easily to sculpt some of the veins and scars plus a bit of skin texture. If you've never done anything like this before, just remember pushing into the mould means the feature will be raised on the final result. With both finished and dry, it was time to add some latex. But first, I brushed talcum powder over the surface. I was hoping some of this would really help remove the latex once it is set. Once done, I used a sponge just to apply the latex all over the mould surface. Working quickly, I made sure to get into any recesses of the features that I'd put in. Once that had dried, I went again with a second coat. Then on the third coat, used some toilet or tissue paper, depending on your choice. Split it out so it's just one sheet thickness, and then sponged it flat onto the mold with latex. Now this is to really give the latex skin some strength and to stop it stretching and tearing. You can go with a fourth coat of latex if it still seems thin, and this will add further strength. And once that had dried, I dusted the latex with more talcum powder to take away its tackiness. This will stop the mold from sticking to itself when you release it. You may also need to brush some onto the underside of this as you peel the latex away from the mold. Then I really carefully, peeled the latex off. There we have it. The latex has picked up the detail really well, and the mold is in one piece so we can use it again. I then painted the two samples using some basic flesh tones and picked out some of the individual details. Now, let's see how they looked. Right, so these are the two finished samples. This is the first one with the elephant texture on it. I've done this in a deeper sort of flesh tone to make it look a bit older and maybe sort of dried. Just looks very leathery and kind of like a nice kind of sort of wrinkled, maybe older sort of skin tone. Could be good for masks. Could be good for something else maybe. Have a think about it. Quite pleased, but this one I think came out quite well. I like the skin tone colours on this. The scar came out really well in terms of the texture. There's a lot of kind of detail you can get on the skin here. Little scars, little blemishes and stuff, and you can pick them out. And I've used a much lighter skin tone here to make it maybe look a bit more fresh. But yeah, I'm really pleased with this. Hopefully you can sort of see some of the textures that have come through, that the colours, and these skin tones just benefit from maybe not brushing them with paint brushes, but maybe using a sponge or something similar, so you can vary the tones and you don't keep the similar sort of colour. You don't make any brush strokes on the skin that will give the game away. So I hope that all makes sense. I hope you like these, and we'll have a think about what we're going to do with them. I've got a couple of projects in mind. We're going to make some more, and then we'll post them as a video in a few weeks' time.